Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. We're presented by the Navy Federal Credit Union. Might be a big soccer game coming up at the end of the week, but I want to backtrack real quick with Andrew Schug. Can you describe the last 16 minutes of your team's last outing on the pitch and the momentum that gives you coming into obviously a tremendous opportunity here at the end of the week against a great opponent?
Yeah, the last 16 minutes against Loyola was huge for our team. Just given that we play Army on Friday, and knowing everything that comes along with that, and Loyola is a pretty big local derby, and to be able to come back from a 2-0 deficit and be able to come back shows character of our team, and definitely gives us a huge morale boost. Kind of continuing our four unbeaten game streak and keep it on going towards Saturday or Friday, I should say.
Yeah, what's the key in that situation to stay afloat and obviously just try to get one goal back at a time in a situation like that?
It came one goal at a time, and big plays from big players. With little time left to be able to bring it back to 1-2, then 2-2, and then eventually to find the winner. And just is a reflection of who we are as a team. And that same grit and same fight that we've had starting to pay off and show in the big games.
I was going to say, too, look, for you guys, as you mentioned, the streak that you guys are on right now, as a whole, just from a global perspective as a team, what's been the reason you all have found some consistent success here in a league that is very difficult?
Yeah, this year especially, everything's up and down. The normal teams are usually at the top have lost games. The teams that were usually at the bottom have won games. So it's kind of anyone. It's fair game for anyone. I think kind of the stuff we went through at the start of the season, losing some out of conference games, and like figuring out stuff with our shape and our team and how our style of play. It's all kind of coming together and culminating until what we have going on now, which is some good momentum.
I was going to say each team kind of, carves its own path, develops its own personality. You feel like you guys are kind of there with what the personality of this team is going to be for this season?
I think so. I think all the stuff we went through at the start of the season has kind of shaped us into how we are now, which is when it really matters. And I think we've figured out our identity as a team, and it could not be better timing.
The fact that you guys get to take this incredible rivalry to the pitch, in Chester coming up on Friday night, this has been an incredible event, obviously, up there. But the fact that you all get to put this event on that pitch, the home of the Philadelphia Union, and put that on display here for everybody, what is that feeling like? Taking that game to that venue and obviously playing on that pitch?
Yeah, it's incredible. Being able to play in front of a ton of people. I know everyone in the locker room is super excited. And having that rivalry, like seeing that on the back of our shirts, everything's always about beat Army. And given what happened last year with a tie, I think we're all really, really excited. And we're ready to go on Friday.
That we know that whenever Army comes up, it means so much, but most teams seem to embrace that. They don't run from the fact that it's Army and it's a big rivalry game. Is that the mindset that you have to have over 90 potential plus minutes here against a great opponent on Friday?
Yeah, anything can happen, and for all of us, I remember my plebe year. It was just like a little fraction of a second, someone switched off, and we ended up losing that game. So I think everyone's mentality going into this game is 90 minutes, get it done, get the win. Everyone's going to be super, super focused and locked in.
I was going to say, too, the attention to detail in your sport is incredible. You just mentioned it. It only takes a blink of an eye, literally, to potentially change a game. That attention to detail, is that something you stress all week long? And even if you see somebody that might just be a smidge behind in that area, you just kind of remind them a little bit in a situation like this?
I think all of us do a pretty good job at keeping each other locked in when it comes down to those little moments. But like you said, like it's like the little margins in these games, and it can be someone's not focused for like a split second, and that's what decides the game 1-0, 2-0, whatever. Um, so I think definitely we our coach has done a really good job at emphasizing staying focused, staying locked in throughout the full 90. And that's always been our mentality as a Navy team.
For those that have obviously never had a chance to play in this rivalry and all of the incredible sports that these two institutions play, just what is it like to wear those four letters across your chest coming out there on Friday and represent this institution, this program, and have a chance to carve out your team's history on Friday night?
Yeah, it's more about legacy. Being able to wear the Navy shirt is huge, and it means more than just to me or the other guys. It's all about the people that have come before you, and then realizing you're representing the whole branch of service in your country. And it's super honorable feeling, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's a good feeling.
You got it, no doubt. Andrew, appreciate you taking some time for us. Best of luck to you and your teammates this week. Stay healthy and go get a W on Friday night.
All right, thank you, Pete.